do dee do 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 dee do 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 do. What was that?
That was our cats fucking around up in the guest room.
Knocking
I
a
moved
hammer
things so
over
they
or
can actually
something?
get in there.
All right. Sorry. Just heard a loud bang from upstairs. It was sounded like a popping noise out the window to me. So.
You need to check it?
Nah, we're good.
Oh, you know what it was? Thunder Chunk got up in the window and then jumped down. Yep, that was her little feetsies hitting the floor. Here she comes.
How is this cat so small and yet so fucking fat? She's
Adorable.
like black matter.
She has really tiny feet for like her body size. So when she
Aw.
walks on you, it's the heaviest thing in the whole world.
It's like you're being stabbed almost, or like poked with a stick. It's like, ow.
It's
ow,
like as heavy.
ow.
Like she's 11 pounds and it's as heavy as like a 100-pound dog walking on you.
Aww. It's all concentrated.
It is in her little tiny feetsies. Her sister weighs less than her and has bigger feet.
Aww. Oh, no, that would be painful, yeah.
Yes, little Cameroon. So yes, when you hear the thump in the back, future Diana problem.
Welcome to Happily Ever Aftermath, the podcast that explores the movies that influenced how we view love and romantic relationships. Yes, there will be spoilers. I'm your host, Diana Rojek-Sconard. It's the most unfortunate the reputation that vampires are having these days. We're talking about Once Bitten from 1985, and I am not alone. I've got Steve and Izzy from Everything I Learned from Movies with me. Hello!
Oh my god, you do? I love those guys!
Yes, Dizzy in the house.
Nobody wants to hear my voice, Steve. They're here for you.
I demand your voice, Izzy. Because it is awesome. And also, I understand that this is the first time you've seen this movie.
Yeah, somehow I this just kept missing my radar.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Okay, so for the officialness of the podcast, this was my pick. I watched this movie a lot when I was younger, and you two were kind enough to jump on and watch this with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, Izzy first time. Steve, I understand, though, that this is not your first time watching this movie.
Oh no, I was right there with you. I had seen it probably dozens of times as a kid growing up. I was actually thinking like, wait, did I have a VHS of this, or was it just always on TV? And you know, because it's basically PG, even though it's, I don't know, kind of a weird sex comedy vampire movie.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the movie that wishes it was a sex comedy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like a Canadian sex comedy.
So, okay, definitely was on TV a lot, and I was trying to do this. Okay, so a little bit more backstory on me. When I was in approximately 3rd grade, I wanted to be Jim Carrey when I grew up.
Yeah.
And that lasted for many years.
There's still time.
Oh, damn it. I don't know. I can't
working on that beard though.
Oh, jeez. No, I don't know. Some of those roles that he's taken, like, now. Actually, what the hell was he in last? Like, most recently.
He's on some, like, Showtime show, Kidding or something, where he's like a Mr. Rogers that's also insane or something.
Oh,
I haven't seen it, but I hear nothing. Like, nobody's seen it? I don't know.
Right. No, I think that makes sense. Oh crap! I don't know. Is that? So Ryan had showed me this like really cool thing. It's like Ricky Lindholm, and I guess she's like getting sober or something. And I'm wondering, was he the one on the TV when she was doing that? It was a really cool behind the scenes type thing, what they did. But that's just neither here nor there. But now I got to look that up.
I think the last major movie he was in was Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah,
and I think he might be a little blacklisted since then, since during the promotional runs of the movies were opening, he was talking about how, oh yeah, it's ultra violent and I fucking hate it and America needs to get gun laws and stuff. And so the producers are kind of like, so you're talking shit about the movie we just paid you like millions of dollars to be in. We kind of don't like that.
I remember
he's working on his painting. Remember?
Oh,
he has the whole... We saw in the comedians in cars getting coffee, he wouldn't get in the car. He instead gave a tour of his art studio.
Oh.
With every color I've ever wanted.
Okay.
So he's doing all right is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, got it. Yeah. No, well, see, now that you mention it, I swear, like, that documentary of him, like, what is it, Jim and Andy, where he, like, I'm not saying that this is what happens, but I got this feeling that like Andy Kaufman, the spirit of Andy Kaufman has entered itself into Jim Carrey, and now he's doing subversive things now.
I could see it.
Yeah, I think that's possibly no. All of this is. I remember him in Kick-Ass 2, and I remember Kick-Ass 2 not being as bad as everyone said it was.
Yeah, it was okay, but just it was another Kick-Ass movie, and
violent as hell.
I think it was that a lot of people didn't go to see it in theaters because, well, many reasons, but I'm sure he just took the blame for it because that's what all the publicity was about. But enough about that. Let's go back to the year of 1985. And,
my God.
Oh, so young.
A fresh-faced, 24-year-old high school student or whatever he was supposed to be.
Oh my God. Just like, it was kind of like unnerving how young he was. And he was a vampire.
And he's by far the youngest person in the movie, I think.
Right? He's definitely younger than his girlfriend.
Yeah, the girlfriend is like, so she's like 28?
I mean, so if you were talking about like, okay, so if this came out in 85, I was 2 when it came out. So, I mean, but I'm watching it as like a, probably 10-year-old kid and everything like that. So they all looked like high school to me when I got this. And I think I still have that in my brain now because it's just like, I don't know what high schoolers look like anymore, except they're too young and they're too old at the same time.
Yeah, I don't hang around high schools much anymore, But,
that's good.
I watch a lot of TikTok. No, I don't. But so I have no idea what teenagers look like nowadays.
Right. And it's okay. So you mentioned his girlfriend. So for anyone who is unfamiliar, so you've got the cast is Jim Carrey and technically he's second billed because this is like his first major role, and he is outshadowed by Lauren Hutton, who plays the Countess, and then Karen Kopins is his high school girlfriend. And then
by the way, not Courtney Cox.
No.
I thought that for the longest time it was Courtney Cox because it was right around the time of like Masters of the Universe and stuff like that too. But
right, I mean that does make sense. And then looking at her, she does look a lot like her. She's like I can't like she's got a Keira Knightley, Courtney Cox thing going on right now. If they were in the same time frame,
I can see it.
Yeah, and then Cleavon Little as Sebastian, which. I forgot about Sebastian, and the second Sebastian was on back, I was like, yeah, I remember Sebastian.
Yeah.
So, and then I have this important question. Did you notice Megan Mullally?
What? Was she like one of the kids at the school or something?
Yeah, she was. I'm just like, is this one of those, like, this shouldn't be on Wikipedia and needs to be scrubbed type of things? And I looked it up, and no, she's in the cast, and she was the one who took the tickets. You'll probably remember, Steve, if you watched this as many times as I had.
With the glasses and stuff. Okay, I could see it.
Yeah,
all
she's
right.
like writing down like, oh, okay.
Vampire.
Jill with Sans Jack and Vampire.
Yep. Exactly. And I'm just like, oh, I see it now because she's using her normal voice instead of her Karen voice.
Yeah. See, we didn't pick up on Megan Mullally, but we picked up on the school. Because this school apparently is a Mark Twain middle school because I had to find out what other movie we had seen recently that it was in.
Okay.
Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh no. Did it look the same?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But so again, I was doing that thing where I'm just like, okay, Megan Mullally, that's kind of weird. Izzy, I think you may have mentioned this in an episode of Everything I Learned from Movies. You've watched Flowers in the Attic?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched it like 3 or 4 times in school for some reason.
Why I did that? So I watched Rudy like 8 times in the same class. Because we kept getting the same substitute over and over again. But really? You in school they made you watch that?
So you've seen this now?
I'm very aware. So like my sister read the books and definitely watched the movie. I'm very familiar with the movie, probably more than I really should be. I was too young for that. But no, I'm very familiar. Too. But the reason I mention it is because one of the vampires, I guess the World War I ace vampire is the older brother from that movie.
Oh, okay.
And it's one of those things where you look, I'm like, he looks familiar. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And then that's it. That's all there was.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yep.
we watched a lot of Rudy. We also watched 3 or 4 times the one about the blind girl and the diving horse, based on a true story.
Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
That's it. Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
Written by
Yeah.
Ole Sassoon.
Yeah.
We interviewed him once. It was awesome.
Sweet. Yes, but I realized that the reason so this is actually a PG-13, which makes more sense. I mean, it was the 80s, but at the same time, like, this was on Pluto TV for my rewatch.
Yeah.
Ours
Did you-
too.
Okay. So, first of all, the app kept crashing on my television, so that was not fun.
Oh no.
And beyond that, it was just it was an interesting rewatch because when I originally watched it back in the day, I think I recorded it off of Comedy Central. And so in the very, very beginnings when Mark is trying to get okay, so it's Mark and Robin. So Jim Carrey and his girlfriend. And he's trying to put the moves on her in his ice cream truck. Yes.
He drives an ice cream
Yeah.
truck for his job, which apparently he owns.
I don't know. He takes that truck everywhere.
Yeah, like that's his car. So
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to think if it was like the dad owns the company or something and he drives the truck around, or I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I don't know what the dad does. Like, they don't really say.
Mm-mm.
And then, like, at some point he says he's 21, but, like, is it that he's lying because he's in the bar?
Yeah, as long as he's
Yeah.
in the bar.
But then
yeah.
it's also, like, I don't know, maybe there's, like, a weird college that's, like, high school?
Yeah, where they have a communal lunch and everything, and
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I
No.
didn't go to, like, Catholic school or anything.
No. Izzy, you were right, because when that happened, I'm just like, are they in high school? And no, he definitely was lying to get into the bar. And then, because he said, like, some people think I look like 18. Yeah, when he's being all swave with the Countess
Yeah.
later on.
And that's why his buddies got arrested. Because they were
Yeah.
underage in the bar.
he's
We were, like,
underage,
our
that
brains
makes
were, like,
sense.
scrambling with that. Okay, we'll get to
yeah,
it. Sorry.
when the other guy brought out the gun, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
so
about to say.
Diana, is there any nudity in this scene where Jim Carrey or Mark's trying to get busy?
Well, what's fascinating for me is that I'm just like, I guess when you have a scrubbed Comedy Central version as your memory of this movie, you don't remember all of the asses flying up and down when Jim Carrey's character is rejected for sex, and God, everyone was doing it.
And he stands there like in the parking lot, arms abreast as everyone around him is just banging away, asses flapping in the wind, and legs up in stirrups. It's fantastic.
It was I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't ask Ryan to watch this with me. There is nudity in this movie, and I was not prepared for it. For a movie that I have seen as many times as I have, it was actually pretty funny to really place all this together. It's like there is in the Countess's mansion, gorgeous mansion, by the way, a gigantic
Very
portrait of
80s.
her. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's actually pretty tasteful for a.
I mean, it's big. It's white. It has the pink neon highlights. It's
Yeah, lots of rounded, like, oyster shapes
yeah.
built into things. But I would live there, like, right now.
Oh yeah, and a portrait of yourself.
Mostly
Oh.
nude, yeah.
Yeah. When you were talking about the neons and everything, I thought you were talking about her portrait. I'm like, I guess the boobs were kind of no, they weren't neon. No, okay. What version did you watch? Okay, good. No, it's like it wasn't even a full nude though. It was just like topless-y nudish, I suppose. I don't even remember how much nudity there was. The point is, it was blurred out in the version that I saw.
Oh,
As a child.
We got
Oh,
some
we
nips.
got full nip.
No, as a child.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Would totally stand. No. She was nude again. Yes, I got to see actually what Jim Carrey was touching, but they only blurred out her boobs in that version.
Well, apparently boobs are offensive to some people. I don't know.
You mean Americans?
it's a shame because boobs are great.
Right. Free the twins.
Woo!
Or if you're in Total Recall. Yeah. So, yeah, hold on one second. I never got there. The plot synopsis of this off of Google: a centuries-old vampire, the Countess, has kept her youthful look by drinking the blood of male virgins. And since she finds this prey challenging to come by, she is thrilled when she meets young Mark Kendall, who wants to lose his virginity, yet has a reluctant girlfriend, Robin. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, like, various antics ensue.
Hijinks abound.
Hijinks abound. And, like, I was thinking, like, this feels very Teen Wolf, you know? And not just the obvious vampires and werewolves types thing, but, like, at least Teen Wolf had, like, more happening in terms of, like, relationship conflicts, I would assume.
Yeah, the relationship conflicts, okay. The main crux of it is they've been dating, what they say, like 3 years or 4 years or something like that.
Right, yeah.
Because I remember the friends make a joke like, hey, I have a 6-year limit. If they're not putting out in 6 years, we're done. And I'm like, what, has it been 6 years? Like since they were like 11 or 12? That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3 years, and she's a little reluctant to, go all the way, which, perfectly understandable choice, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then Jim Carrey, or I'm sorry, Mark or whatever, he's kind of like, well, maybe, he's talking with his two buddies who are not the best influence, and they're like, hey, let's go to downtown LA on the Sunset Strip and go to a super cool bar where they have phones at every table and on the wall and a nice little phone booth you can shag in, and yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah. And so he meets the Countess there, and she's on the prowl and can sniff a virgin a mile away, and of course
these three stick out like sore thumbs.
Yeah. Not even just the clothes either. It's like driving up in the ice cream truck, and just the mannerisms. I mean, Jim Carrey's got it down. Obviously, he's famous for like the overacting and whatnot, but he does it pretty well.
The little montage right before they get to the club, though, the little musical montage of them driving around in the ice cream truck, just like, oh my god, there's girls on the streets of LA. Oh!
Look, there's girls in that car.
Oh god, follow them. There's girls in that car too.
Yeah. Oh, let's go to this bar. Wait, they won't valet park our ice cream truck.
That's actually another reason why I thought the Megan Mullally thing was incorrect, because somebody had put in the IMDb credits that Dean Stockwell was the valet.
It totally did look like Dean Stockwell.
It totally looked like Dean Stockwell.
I was like, there's no way that's Al, but,
He's still trying to help Sam get home.
Yeah, those weren't keys in his hand. That was Ziggy.
That's why Sam showed up at the phone club or whatever.
Oh shit!
At was a table 23 or whatever the hell it was.
Oh boy!
Hi, are you in for a good time?
Again, another thing where it's just like, oh, the 80s.
But so here's the thing: like, it started to go bad. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I really liked the little, what was it, sissy?
Yeah. Like, what, you're, like, wait, you're a guy, right? He's like, does it really matter? You're like, yeah. And he's like, you walk away, he's like, sissy.
Oh, man. Just
like, he I liked that the crossdresser got the final word in that.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, just so much of it I don't remember, but so much of it, when it all came flooding back to me, I'm just like, oh yeah, huh. But at the same time, the parts that I do remember, it's very, very interesting to watch it as an adult. Oh, okay. So I will definitely touch it to it there. But one other thing the Countess does is she bites the buttons off of Mark's shirt every time.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Button biting?
I mean, is that just a vampire thing? Help me out here.
I haven't done it because I have respect for people's clothing, but
I feel like that was like an 80s thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just the tearing clothes off and stuff, that's definitely a thing.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know about the biting buttons. That just seems kind of... It seems weird to me, but hey, what's weird to me is apparently anybody else's fetish.
Okay.
I don't know, Diana. Is that anything that goes down in your neck of the woods?
I'm processing right now. I'm just thinking about the sewing involved with that button biting still.
Yeah, it's exactly why I don't do it. It's like, oh, that's mean.
That's work later. But I will point out and what I think is pretty interesting is that the accountants that did it, in the final scene where they're, trying to catch Mark and Robin as they're running away from them, they kept, all of her minions kept bashing the doors down. And at the very, very end, at the climax, a guy punches the door and she's like, I have to replace every door you smash. Can you please try the knob first?
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, one of the few good jokes there. So, yeah, I mean, I mentioned the button biting because when I was younger, at the very, very end, okay, so spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it, it's free on Pluto TV. You've had your chance. Go for it. You got a virgin, you've got his girlfriend, you have a vampire who needs to drink the blood of a virgin 3 times before All Hallows Eve. The way to kind of get yourself in the clear, have sex, and then you're not a virgin anymore, so therefore she has no use for you. When they open up the coffin and Robin spits out something at the Countess, I never knew what it was or why she did it. Until I watched it now, and I'm like, the button,
it's a callback.
It's
By the way, I also really love how the Countess is like, there's no possible way he could have, and then he's like already like, they both have cigarettes in hand, like, well, there's no possible way you could have enjoyed it.
Right.
But that's it though, is that not only is it a callback, it's a fuck you.
Yeah.
She's so mad about that. She bit your buttons, that she kept saying that over and over again. She's very understanding after she finds out that Mark, allegedly had sex. He went out to Hollywood, he had sex with somebody else while they're dating. And it's just like, I can't believe you did that. And then they have just one talk and then like, okay. There's not even an I forgive you. It's just like, okay.
All right.
But it is a pretty good talk where he was kind of like, look, I'm young, dumb, and full of cum. I'm a teenager.
I get vampire thrilled. Speaking of the dance scene at the Halloween hop.
Yes.
That is some of Jim Carrey's best work, right?
I mean, I watched that. I loved it then. I still love it now. I mean, I love dance montages. I mean, okay, one of my dreams is to be at a dance and have everyone just slowly circle around me because I'm dancing amazingly. So.
Now, is that from this movie or Romy and Michelle's high school reunion?
Yes, the answer is yes. Oh, man. I mean, and no cheating with the Karate Kid where you are the shower and people have to be in a circle around you.
Dang.
Sorry. But no. Izzy, you are correct. I think that's kind of amazing. I really enjoyed that whole thing and just like I want to dance like that.
Right?
So what you're saying is you want to dance with somebody.
No, she's saying she wants to get physical. Physical.
It's both. I want both. Oh man. But the other thing though is that at the end when it's actually they're not break dance fighting, they're dance fighting for Mark. And what's great is that Robin does win, and that's the whole thing. The Countess just like, oh, she's got a bigger grip on him than I realized. And what's kind of funny though is that at the end you can see Jim Carrey is not even trying to be funny anymore. By the end, you can tell that was not the first take. They've been doing that all night, and he's fucking like concentrating on getting it right. Yeah,
he's exhausted at the end of it.
Yes.
That's real sweat.
Yeah, it was, and they're just totally focused, and it's really greatly choreographed. It's so 80s, it's so wonderful, and I will stand by that scene. In fact, watch that scene. In fact, I bet you YouTube has it ready to go for everybody.
Oh yeah, and the music is banging.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The GIF is also available on the Facebook.
What's really kind of nice is that, okay, so 3 bites before the end, I want to ask you, just like, I will tear this plot apart like crazy. If she's 390 years old, did they say how often she has to do this? Is it every year?
No, I was trying to, like, because I knew it was a thing, like, she had to do it every so often. Like, I was trying to pay attention. I didn't catch it. Like,
yeah.
It didn't seem like it's every year. It seemed like it's every 20 or 30 years, because it was like whenever she got a new sidekick or, vampire
right.
that hangs out at her mansion with her. Like,
yeah.
I'm assuming Sebastian was the first. And
Okay.
then like you have like World War II fighter pilot, random like Civil War reenactor guy, a couple like the princesses or whatever from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
The newest one seemed to be the hippie.
Yeah.
In her fucking, I loved her like hemp basket that was her. She macrameed herself, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so maybe every 20 years.
Right. And then here's the important question. I can't get the time frame of the twins. And also, did she just double dip?
I think she just got confused. like she got the one guy because she has to like suck the blood, from the inner thigh or whatever.
Yeah, nearest his
3
sexual
times.
prowess.
I'm sure it was like she did the one, did it the second time, and then thought she had done the third time, and it was like, wait, you're Hezekiah, or whatever the other twin's name is. Like, well, shit, I've already started the process. Where's your brother? Let me just get him done.
Or she was just feeling into twins that year and was like, you know what, I'll take both of them.
Yeah, I can understand.
That way then, her grooming assistant. Sebastian could have one.
There you go.
Yeah, I think the 20 years sounds about right. I mean, it's the best that we can do in speculation anyways. But, I mean...
Yeah, but then it's like if it's every 20 years, she'd have like 17 or 18 or, more than that, like lying around.
Right.
Unless they didn't keep up their thirst, or, a Van Helsing came through in the late 19th century and got most of them. That's why she had to run off to LA. If
you're getting like dumb young virgins, you definitely have a couple who just like the first year stay out too late, get caught in the sun, fall down a well and land on a wooden spike. Like you're gonna get some dumb ones.
Could happen to anyone.
Very true. And also, I mean, that's a lot of people to have to maintain, like undead people to maintain. So I bet after a while it's just like, thin the herd. Let's just keep the good ones.
Yeah, they live in the mansion for 100 years, and you're on your own.
Oh, but guys, can we talk about Sebastian?
Yes.
How he's the greatest?
I've been out of the closet for centuries. The sheriff from Blazing Saddles.
Oh my god. And I was looking else, I'm just like, okay, Blazing Saddles, yes. And then I forgot he's in Fletch Lives.
Oh yeah.
Love him so much. I think he's great. Yes, no, he is amazing. And then after that whole thing when she's telling them to stop smashing the doors, I just love his retort to that. Jocks. No, he's fantastic in this movie. Izzy, did you said that he was her what now?
A grooming assistant, because he goes through does like her makeup and stuff.
Yeah, and I actually thought that was kind of clever.
Oh yeah, he's obviously like her oldest companion, so like of course they'd be besties.
Yes, and also like he's very devoted to her. The rest of them ran away after she didn't make it, and she turned. Okay, by the way, when she turned into an old vampire, she still looked pretty good.
Right?
She looked like a pretty swinging cougar, in her 70s or whatever, but it wasn't like, Last Crusade, like picking the wrong cup, you know what I mean?
That's what I thought, was going to happen. Not like that specifically, but like, I'm just like, okay, I know she turns old, and then she does. I'm just like, she looks older. That's it,
She could still get a virgin. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. And of course, one of the running gag of everything is that they're in Hollywood, and just like the only way, one of the, Bill and Ted vampire girls, princesses, were just like, oh, come on, the best we found was an 11-year-old. She's like, oh, don't be disgusting. I'm like, Steve, I think you're right. How hard is it? Okay, tempting them may not be so hard because she actually is pretty good at that, but like, find some churches.
Yeah, I was gonna say, find your local LDS church. You're gonna find you some virgins.
And then quote unquote marry them. They might be right into that.
Yeah.
No, you get them under the guise of marriage.
Yeah, that's
like, I'm totally gonna marry you. So, what do you want to do? You want to quote scriptures or head to the bedroom?
God has a blind spot.
Yeah.
Or what was the thing the thing from a few years ago? Soaking. As long as you're not moving, it's not sex.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just saw that on Twitter not too long ago. That's been around for how long?
Like at least a decade.
Yeah, I was saying, what was it like 5 or 6 years ago when the quarterback got expelled from BYU for soaking?
Oh, that was a good 10 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
but, yeah.
That was the first time I'd heard of it. I mean, I'm sure it's been around longer than that.
Yeah, it's been around longer. Yeah, I was actually thinking like, oh yeah, like I first heard about it in college, and I'm just kind of like, that's hilarious.
And here I am behind the information superhighway of just like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, well, I was in Utah, though, so I was in the epicenter of soaking.
Oh, thank God.
That's why it's on all the license plates now. Utah, the epicenter. Anyway.
Yeah, they're replacing God We Trust.
Yeah, right. Beehive State, the epicenter of soaking.
You're welcome, college freshman.
One wife is not enough.
What does the one our license plate say? Like, Land of Good Rocks or something?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, geez. Yes. No, so there's that. And also, one would assume it was the Countess that sired those two girls in the pack. So, yeah. I mean, if stereotypes have taught me anything, actually, I don't know. What are the statistics on the, virgin girls versus virgin guys?
What
I would imagine. Me for? No. I was about to say something, and I'm just like, now, Diana, now one shouldn't assume that just because, of my own biases of girls losing their virginity older than men, blah, 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 blah,
well,
blah.
And we know one is a hippie, so it's like, okay, yeah, who knows about that one? The other one could be from, like, the 1860s or something, and it was, like, very frowned upon, Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know,
exactly.
Man, you're looking for loopholes in this plot, and I don't know. I don't
it's
see
rock
any.
solid.
Rock solid all around. That's how you get Jim Carrey to sign on.
I mean, well, this is young Jim Carrey, so he might have said yes to many, many things.
Like, what? Cold Mountain? What is it, a skiing movie? I'm fucking in.
I mean, it was a good display of his, him trying to be. I mean, a lot of Jim Carrey we know now, or specifically Jim Carrey 10 years after this movie came out, is very obvious in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you definitely see the body comedy and all that, and just the over exaggerated motions and acting in general. But yeah, it worked out pretty well for him. I fucking enjoyed just about everything he's in.
Yep, same. And then now I want to ask the question. This is a relationship that's already in progress. So I will massage the question just a little bit. Are Mark and Robin in love with each other?
Well,
they fight a lot.
I'll go first. Why not?
Okay.
I like to think that they are. Like, some people may say like I don't know. After they had their reconciliation, after he allegedly banged a vampire unwittingly, or I don't know what.
Right.
After he passed out at a vampire's house and assumed he got laid because his crotch hurt a little bit. I don't know. But he was like, "Look, I made a mistake. All right, I was going to town. I just had some needs, but I love you, and I want this to work." And like everybody's like clapping around him and all that. It's like, oh, that's sweet, but it's also like, okay, well, they're back together. That's really all that scene was. I think though, when they were dancing, and she was basically dance fighting for his love against,
and his life.
Yeah, against the seductress. I'm sorry, Countess. I think after that point, like they're pretty much an item, and Okay. I don't know why they didn't just go and bang right then and there, because it's high school and they just went to the pre-Halloween bash or whatever the hell it was.
It was a Halloween hop.
Pre-Halloween hop. Sorry. Sorry, when I saw the sign for pre-Halloween hop, I'm like, that's not a thing. Shut up.
It's still not a thing.
They had to have the Halloween hop, but they had to let you know it wasn't on Halloween. The Countess still had a few more days.
Oh, she had 2 days or whatever. Yeah.
That's So stupidly on the nose, Izzy, you're right. Once again, no flaws in this movie whatsoever.
Completely flawless.
Oh man, what do you think, Izzy?
I think they are in love, and I definitely know Robin was like questioning it. You know, I mean, Jim Carrey ran out to go have sex with a strange woman. I think he probably was more pressured into going out to the club by his idiot friends than he actually like wanted to go. That's not something he just would have done.
You've all been there.
And then he ran into a vampire and got thralled. Like, come on, you're not going to say no to that. Because you can't. She literally is bending your will to be hers.
Yeah.
And I think when Robin like really figured out that, oh, he's under her spell, not just like he's not just looking out for to have a good time. He can't say no to her. Then she realized like, no, I do want him.
I know, Diana. How about you? Do you think they're just infatuated with one another, or is this love that they're feeling?
Must have been love. Oh, wait. The next line, that might be for the next segment.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry. I mean, they've been together for a really long time, so that's no guarantee of anything, but that particular, like, we're only seeing the fighting, and so they're angry about stuff, and she does say, like, no, I do want to have sex. I just want it to be special, which, you know, that's a, you know, teen movie cliche thing. I've seen it and heard it 100 times. But what I appreciate is that she's just like, I just, you know, I don't want it to be in an ice cream truck. and that's 100% fair on her part. But I think, Izzy, what you pointed out is spot on. Like, he was being, you know, peer pressured from his friends, enthralled by a countess, you know, 400-year-old almost vampire. And I mean, come on, when they were kidnapped and trying to escape in the last bite before Halloween, you actually see Mark completely entranced by that. And I would say that the fact that Robin sees how completely entranced he is by the Countess, and she can still snap him out of it, the Countess was able to see that she was a threat that way. So I think that stems from just how much she cares about him and how much, you know, he cares about her. So I'm going to say yes. It was really, really rocky, but it's solidified through the course of this whole vampire scenario. So it's rocky in the beginning. Yes, they're in love. Definitely in love by the end.
I like it.
Yeah.
Woohoo! 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 Very nice. Oh, I'd also like to point out the fact that if the Countess could do that the whole time, why did they bother I guess I just answered my own question. Like, they kidnapped Robin to get Mark to come, but if she could entrance him, why didn't she just do that?
Because she also had to get her, I guess, out of the way.
Yeah.
And then, I guess, get him onto her home court so she could still, like, keep her locked away and then enthrall him again and do the deed or whatever. But
I don't think they were supposed to like run into each other. Like,
yeah,
they're getting Robin out of the way, and then
she's like, there's no way that these three dumbasses can sneak into my fortress mansion.
Right.
Obviously, we're gonna see the ice cream truck coming a mile away.
That's crawling with hungry vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just I don't know why I keep trying to poke holes. You're totally correct on that.
Yep, airtight. Believe me, I tried.
Okay.
Also, the two buddies, they're vampires now, right?
Oh yeah. Oh,
yes.
that was the thing. Like, the last we see of them, like the two, I don't know, princesses or whatever, they basically just, you know, drop their shirts to show off their tits, and like they're completely enthralled. And I'm like, all right, well, they're getting their 20-year dose or whatever, you know.
Right. So here's a side question though. They say they're not virgins, which I would imagine.
Oh, those guys are fucking virgins.
Okay, I was thinking about that too. Just the way they are, you know, just overcompensating for everything. I'm trying to figure it out because, like, would the Countess have just I mean, she can tell. So, like, why not just put them off to the side?
Right.
But by the way, Diana, the line that the one buddy, I don't know, Skip or whatever his name is, uses, the look. I'm a mature adult, you're a mature adult. So let's cut the bullshit and do what we came to do. As someone who's actually used that and actually maintained a straight face until about 3 seconds after he stopped talking, it's actually not that bad of a line.
I mean, how did it work, Izzy?
He didn't.
I didn't use it on her.
He knew it. He knew not to use that line on me. I've had guys try and do similar lines, and I don't take to bullshit kindly. But like my usual response to things like that is like, "Huh, your dick's that small, huh? You gotta pull the line like that." And that's why I was single for so long.
You and me both.
So let me see if I can get this straight though. They're saying let's skip the bullshit. How is that bullshit?
Let's just go straight to Pound Town.
Yeah. You're looking to hook up with somebody, I'm looking to hook up with somebody. Basically, this is Tinder in the 80s. You know what I mean? It's like, let's just swipe right and get going. You know what I mean?
So Tinder in the 80s is a laundromat.
Yeah, laundromat or those phones at the table where it's like, hey, 32, you, me, phone booth.
Yeah.
Oh, and one caveat to them being virgins. Them jerking each other off doesn't count, so that's why they're still virgins.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Diana, are we going to talk about the shower scene?
If you want to.
Guys, there's a shower scene in this movie because... Okay.
It's not the shower scene you want. It's the shower scene you deserve.
It's actually pretty fucking stupidly hilarious because... okay, so Robin, or I forget the exact thing, but Robin... Oh, that's right. Robin goes to the library and talks to... I don't know what this guy's accent was supposed to be. Like, it was German, but it was also, like, Fisher Stevens and Short Circuit at the same time.
Yeah, so I think it was, like, trying to straddle the line between, like, Transylvania, but for some reason it was not successful, and you're right. It's just like...
Yeah, Transylvania is close to India, right? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically he's like, oh yeah, vampires, tell you all about vampires. You must look for 2 puncture wounds on his inner thigh. That's where the vampire draws the virginal blood. Mm-hmm. And she tells the friends like, hey, you gotta like look for this. And the whole time you're just thinking like, why doesn't she just ask him? Because like, hey, can I see your inner thigh? His pants are already fucking down. Yeah. Like he was like, what? I'm sorry, did you say something? What are you looking for? These 2 dots right here? No. But anyway, so she basically tells her friends like, hey, could you like, you know, when you're in the locker room and short shorts and all that, could you just like take a look, see if he's got these 2 puncture marks? And they're like, sure, why not?
Okay. I'm just thinking about this now. When she is having him try on different clothes and he's like trying to keep her from coming inside, she's like, I've seen you in your boxers before. The scenario writes itself, basically. It's just like, and he even says to his friends, why didn't you just ask me?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the best thing at the end. Like, after they basically assault him in the shower and you see all the other kids in school screaming, you know, F slurs and...
It's the 80s.
F's in the showers, run!
Which is horrible and also the most accurate representation of high school in this movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeez.
And then afterwards, like, they're at work like, oh my god, I can't believe we did that. Everybody thinks we're gay. Oh no. And then Jim Carrey just kind of strolls in. He's like,
"Oh, you guys, like, no, they won't think we're gay. We'll let our reputation speak for themselves. We don't have reputation."
Yeah. And then Jim Carrey shows up and he's basically like, "Hey guys, what was the deal in the shower?" Like he was just very like confused by it. And like, "Oh yeah, you know, Robin told us to look for your inner thigh. We're sorry, man." Blah blah blah. He's like, "You could have just asked."
Too easy.
Yeah.
The solution.
Or she could have just asked. Like I said, period. Done.
Right.
Roll credits. Guys, what do we think of Once Bitten? We don't get that final act.
Movie is done.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, that's actually an excellent question. Is she just a delegator?
No, it's... I'm sure somebody thought of when they're writing it, they're like, well, fuck, that's really easy. It's a comedy, guys. Don't think about it too hard. Just, you know, blah, 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 throw on a pair of tits, Have them running around at the end, breaking doors. It's a funny joke, and we're done. Oh yeah, they
Okay.
fuck in the coffin.
I just realized something, and it is plausible. Once again, no plot holes in this movie whatsoever. Even though they all look 27, they're actually teenagers, and teenagers are not that smart.
Yeah, true.
Okay. I mean, 1980s teenagers.
Yeah, 80s teenagers in their late 20s. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's actually an excellent point.
Look, let's face it, ages 16 to like 28, guys are and girls are all kind of the same level of stupid.
Yeah. As much as I wanted to believe that I was pretty smart as a teenager, I was an idiot. But I'm not sure I'm that much of an idiot.
I mean, definitely some of us like had better observational skills and were able to watch our friends and family members make mistakes and go, "Hey, that's not for me."
Right.
I thought you were going to say, like, we've all watched our friends and family members' inner thighs for bite marks.
Look, that's just general hygiene. Like, hey,
Fair enough.
I noticed you got a little raw spot down there.
I mean, that's just kind. Get that checked out, please. Anyways, question though. I know the movie ended after the, discover the bite marks, movie's over. What happens next?
Do you want me to go first? I'll go first. How about that?
Okay.
All right. It's like nobody wants to take this one. So about 9 months pass.
Oh.
I think you know where this is going. Teenage
Hell, baby?
pregnancy, and it's twins. They name them Cain and Abel Kendall. They get married, and they live happily ever after. The end.
Wow. Interesting. Izzy, do you have any thoughts on that?
Oh, she's definitely pregnant. Yeah. She wasn't like secretly on the pill or anything. She's a good girl.
He was raw dogging it, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, the coffin was full of condoms, Steve.
Yeah, condoms and cigarettes.
They did have the cigarettes
Yeah.
though, so there is that. But yeah. But luckily, 9 months after this, she's able to graduate. She's showing, but she's graduating.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. He realizes that perhaps the ice cream gig isn't going to be able to support his growing family. And ends up getting a job at his dad's company, question mark?
Oh, see, I thought you were going to go, he thought, comedic stand-up might be more his thing. So he does a couple gigs at the local Wise Guys or whatever, and gets discovered by an agent for a new sketch show called In Living Color, and shenanigans ensue. He becomes the highest paid actor in Hollywood.
Hey!
That's a pretty good plan. Did he write himself a check for $1 million before he did it?
No, that was just that was for what he expected the kids' college tuition to be.
Oh, jeez. Well, 1985. Yeah, that could do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's when I was born, and I can tell you I paid way too much for school.
yeah, about that.
Boo.
How about you, Diana? What do you think happened next?
It's so... I didn't really process the whole, pregnancy thing, so good call on that. I actually considered, just a little bit more dating and more conversation, but there's no aftermath in terms of, all of the weirdness his parents had to go through. Was it just me, or did his parents look like they were in their, 50s?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we never see her parents. Right. What I'm picturing is a very overzealot preacher father, and the mother who walks around in sister wife outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she's on the prudish side, but
Oh
Mm-hmm.
no, guys! I just realized we never see her parents.
Yeah.
So the reason why she was able to entrance him so well and be able to fight off the vampires, she's from Werewolf Clan.
Oh shit!
She's just the most normal one, so she goes to school. So the sequel is he's gonna meet her parents. In the 6 years they've been dating, he's never met her parents.
We never see her on the full moon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. I like this.
Well, actually, that's a lie. We see her sitting in the ice cream truck when we see that one guy's full moon just plowing his girlfriend next to him.
Holy crap. That stands to reason.
Ooh. What happens next to the real love story in this movie, though? The Countess and Sebastian.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're talking centuries together and just
Okay.
undying, just love for one another. What happens to them?
Okay. First of all, the point I was trying to get at was, yeah, she's gonna leave him after graduation. Robin is going to leave Mark after graduation at the end. Okay. No, I do really like how much he comforts her after she loses all of her youth and beauty. I really think that, first of all, she's still flippin' rich.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not going to change. Like, I can't imagine her losing her youth is going to make it so she won't keep making money. So they're still going to be living in a lap of luxury. Sebastian is crafty. I think he's going to have to just work a little bit harder, but he's going to get her youth back for her.
Ooh, I know what's going to happen. Okay, hear me out, guys.
Yeah.
She's still in her mansion, Sebastian by her side. She needs a double dose of that virgin blood, though, to get back to where she was, because, you know, she missed a dose.
Another set of twins?
Close. Brothers, or partners, you might say, or elders. That's right. He's making a call to the local LDS chapter saying, hey, I have a lady who might be interested in a couple missionaries coming over and talking about Jesus, hanging out with Native Americans and stuff. Can you send a couple of those little Mormon choir boys over? That's right.
I mean, I just don't understand why they didn't do that before.
Right?
Why are our ideas... I mean, okay, all due respect to those in the community that we're talking about she needs to, like, devour for the sake of her eternal youth, but there are methods. Keep going, Steve.
Guys, we can actually do the sequel to this, and it's basically a mix of, you know, this movie and, like, Orgasmo.
I've not seen it.
You've not seen Orgasmo? You should check it out.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
You would appreciate it. The only nudity in it is bare assholes, just like this one.
Oh, good. So I'm ready.
Yeah.
So is the sequel Twice Bitten?
Yeah. Basically, instead, you know, she kind of gets into the porn racket because, you know, she has the mansion for it, and a couple missionaries come over. Bada bing. Yeah.
Wow.
maybe too far. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it.
I mean, that's okay because we're supposed to think about what happens next. But, like, again, she doesn't look that old. I mean, if anything, I imagine her being a trendsetter in, like, the gray hair, you know, silver. It's silver now, and it's kind of a style. And if these particular things happen every 30 years or so, do you think that the silver style for women's hair is coming in because the Countess did it back in 1985?
That's a good point.
Yes.
Okay. So I think Sebastian did that. I think Sebastian did that.
Oh, yeah.
See, he's always looking out for her. All right, well, I think we did it.
Yeah.
That was Once Bitten. Would you recommend to anyone watch this on Pluto TV for free right now?
Why not?
I actually recommended it as we were watching it to someone, so yes.
Well, you're welcome to someone.
Yeah. I have a friend who was raised not watching anything horror, and she, like, the scariest thing she grew up watching was Harry Potter.
Wow.
Oof.
So she's
got to watch out for vampires, is what I'm hearing.
So she wants to get in the spooky mood for Halloween, but she's kind of scared of the scary movies. So we've been putting together a trick or treat movie kind of list, like things like Hocus Pocus and Monster Squad. And I was like, add this to your list. This is fun.
Cool. Would she be interested in Casper?
Oh,
yeah,
probably. That's a
probably.
good one. I totally forgot about Casper.
Yeah, gosh, I haven't seen that since, like 96 or whenever it came out.
I went to school with the kid who starred in Casper too.
Ooh, wait.
He's
Oh,
a huge
the
dick.
sequel. The sequel. Not,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, I was thinking like, wait, isn't that one of the Duffs? Oh, a guy. Never mind.
It's like, you went to high school with Devin Sawa?
Izzy, why would you ever hold that information from me?
No. His name was Brendan Barrett, and he was a huge dick.
Shots fired.
That's right, Brendan Barrett. I remember when you sat on somebody's face and rode them down the slide.
Yeah. Wait, what? What are we talking about now?
Oh, just a little entitled asshole prick.
Yeah, I believe it.
Wow.
So Diana, being October and everything, are you watching Halloween movies every day like we're trying to do?
Not every day, and I'm trying to pick out a few. I think if I get through like 3, I will be very happy with myself.
3 in the month?
3 in the month.
Okay. Well, you got Once Bitten down. So.
Diana's not a big spooky movie fan either, right?
No, I'm not a big horror fan. I prefer like if I'm watching anything, if it's more on the suspense thriller side. Like people will argue like Get Out horror movie. No, that was more suspenseful and thrillery to yeah. But I'm trying to watch like a few. Like last year we watched Jennifer's Body.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to do the stuff like that where it's just like it's in the horror realm, but like no torture porn. Ooh, you know what I think I might want to dig out is the remake of The House on Haunted Hill.
Oh yeah, the 99 one, that and
I like that one.
The Haunting.
Right.
13 Ghosts. No.
Well, yeah, because we did 13 Ghosts, and I forgot how much I enjoyed those.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, actually, you know what? No. I think I'm gonna do Ghost Ship.
Oh yeah, Ghost Ship. We got to watch that. Okay, that's another one we got to do this month.
Excellent.
I'm sure it's streaming somewhere.
Woo!
Have you've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula, right?
Long time ago.
Oh, okay. You should watch it again. We watched it, like 3 days ago? 2-3 days ago?
Was it for Dractober?
Maybe. No, actually, we did an episode for that like 3 years ago. But we do have other Dractober movies coming out this month on Everything I Learned from Movies on all the major podcatchers.
Damn right. And I shall be appearing on one of them. Thank you very much.
Yeah!
Woo!
Dare I say maybe the best one?
I mean, I've already listened to your episode on Drac Palance.
Yeah, that was a treat.
And I did not stop laughing. Okay, Stork and Peacock are dynamite.
Peacock is gold. Too bad she's got Drake Stork along.
Yes, so definitely check them out. They're Everything I Learned from Movies. All the major podcatchers. Anything else? Like perhaps some like various types of art that people could be doing for the Halloween season?
Don't you have some sort of social media presence, babe?
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
I should probably log into it. But yes, I am Untidy Venus on all the social medias. That's a goddess who's bad at housekeeping. I also have an Etsy shop over at untidyvenus.etsy.com where I sell my goods and wares. And I think there's a promo code where you can help out this here podcast and get a discount.
Oh, I do understand that if you use the code HEAMCast, that's HEAMCAST, you might get a discount?
Yeah.
Is that still working?
That totally still works. You totally
Yay!
do. Yeah, you'll be helping this here podcast out, and you get a discount, 15% off in my shop.
And then you'll be supporting an incredible artist, and you're letting her know that I think she's awesome.
Yeah, and I then will send goodies and or monies to Diana to keep making this podcast.
Yay!
That's untidyvenus.etsy.com.
Yeah.
Yes, promo code HEAMCAST, HEAMCAST.
Oh, and if you want to reach out to us at Everything I Learned from Movies, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, all them shits under EILF Movies. That's Everything I Learned from Movies. That's all.
Yes. Do that. Visit them, see them, subscribe to them. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming on and talking about Once Bitten.
Oh, absolutely. Always happy to come on.
Yay.
You know, if there's one thing I'm an expert on, it's relationships.
It's true, though.
Yes. You have what they call experience?
Sure.
He is experienced.
I believe it's called confidence is more what it really is.
I mean, hold on. You have experience and also you watch movies. That's already like overqualified. So thank you again.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes, you're overqualified for this relationship.
Okay. So until next time, may your aftermath be happy.
Do dee do 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 dee do 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 dee do 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 do